They say stress is a silent killer, but for me, it wasn't silent. It was a scream. I was lying in a hospital bed fighting off sepsis while my boss was back at the office typing out an email to frame me for her own fraud. She thought she'd buried me. She didn't realize that 5 years later, she'd be sitting in my inbox begging me for a paycheck. Look, we've all had that one boss who treats people like disposable tissues, but if you've ever been pushed to your literal breaking point by a corporate narcissist, hit that like button. Today's story is for everyone who ever did all the work while a VP took all the credit. Subscribe because this is the most satisfying brand of justice I've ever seen. The Ghost in the Machine. I've been in marketing for over a decade, and if you know the industry, you know it's a meat grinder. But I'm a people pleaser by nature, the kind of person who says sorry when someone else bumps into me. Enter Pamela. She was the VP of marketing, but if the rumors were true, she was the fourth pick for the job. She was polished, wore expensive suits, and had this smile that looked like it was painted on 5 minutes before she walked into the room. My actual title was manager, but my real job being Pamela's ghost. I ran the website, managed the creative briefs, handled the entire department's budget, and wrote the reports. I even had her email logins. I spent half my day replying to people as her just to keep the lights on while she showed up at 10:30 a.m. smelling like a 3-course business lunch and expensive perfume. The first cracks. The rot started with the budget. Pamela loved being the fun VP. She'd throw these massive, useless company parties that drained our resources. When I'd show her the red ink, she'd just wave her hand like she was swatting a fly. Just move the numbers around, honey. Borrow from next month. You're the spreadsheet wizard, fix it. That was my life, maintaining 2 sets of books, the real one, which was a disaster, and the Pamela version for the board. Every day, the knot in my stomach got tighter. I was pulling 12-hour days, then going home to work more after my kid went to sleep. I was drowning, and she was the one holding my head underwater. The breakdown. Holiday season came and the wheels fell off. Sales were tanking because Pamela was ignoring the buying team to hire her consultant friends. The pressure finally snapped my body. It started as a simple infection, but because I was so run down, it turned into full-blown sepsis. I collapsed at my desk. By the next morning, I was in the ICU. My husband was sitting by the bed looking terrified. The doctors told him that if I'd tried to push through for one more day, I wouldn't have made it. My body had literally given up on me because of a job that didn't even know my middle name. The knife in the back. 3 days in, my people-pleaser guilt kicked in. I grabbed my phone to check the work emails. I saw a photo of a bouquet Pamela sent me. Get well soon. I went into her sent folder to find a receipt for accounting, and that's when I saw it. A thread between Pamela and an old buddy of hers. She was complaining that I was being dramatic about my hospital stay and that she couldn't find my files, even though they were exactly where they were supposed to be. Then the colleague wrote back, "You need a fall guy for the holiday sales dip. If you can prove she's been messing with the budget, you can fire her for cause and blame the whole season on her mismanagement." Pamela's response? "Already on it. I'm pulling her off the budget today so she can't clean her tracks." I wasn't just fighting for my life in that hospital bed. I was being set up for a corporate execution. The counterstrike. When I walked back into that office, I was 20 pounds lighter and 0% nice. Pamela gave me that fake sugary pout. "Oh, sweetie, you look so tired. I'm taking the budget off your plate to help you out. Just hand over the invoices and don't talk to accounting anymore. I'll handle them." She thought she was locking the door. She